So hey there guys, here is an update video on the overall situation about the channel and about my cat situation. As some of you may have seen, or maybe some of you may have not seen, I don't know, 3 weeks ago I posted in YouTube's community tab that my cat is experiencing some serious health issues, so I'm not able to record videos and so on. And so here is a short update about the channel, about what to expect, about what's with the cat. I'm gonna keep it short, but after that, if you want to hear more, I'm gonna tell a bigger story. So overall, 3 weeks ago, my cat experienced some health issues, and he's still experiencing them. But for now, he is alive. He's somewhat stable, so it's not that bad. But generally, it's pretty bad. And because of that, of course, I am not able to record any at all videos because, well, I always like to dedicate myself completely to whatever I do. If I play the game, if I watch an anime or a movie, I prefer to do that at a time where nothing bothers me. You know, if I have to go somewhere, I'd better just wait and go there, and then when I come back, I'm gonna do whatever I wanted to do. So yeah. And of course, the situation with my cat, it's constantly here, and all these 3 weeks, I wasn't able to get it out of my brain. So there's no way I can record stuff. I'm not gonna do that if I feel that I shouldn't do that. And yeah, Attack on Titan as well. I don't know. I don't know how long the situation will continue, how it will end, and when it will end. So even on Attack on Titan videos, I cannot promise you that it will happen. So bear with me. I know the super epic trailer. I spent a lot of time and effort making it, but unfortunately, stuff happens. So I generally don't know when I'm gonna be able to continue making videos, and I'm sorry about that. It's just life situation has changed. But I mean, if it goes well, maybe I'm gonna continue in a week or so. If not, then who knows? Who knows? So that's the general overall situation. Yeah. If you want to hear the more detailed version, then stick around. If no, then bye-bye. Yeah, so the overall situation is that 3 weeks ago, not last Sunday, like 3 weeks ago, the same day as today, Sunday. I mean, it started even earlier. In early September of this year, when I started recording ReZero, some people who watched those, first episodes of season 2, you may remember that I mentioned that my cat's kind of walking strangely. His back, I mean, his front was okay, but his back part of his body was kind of, like sometimes kind of falling. Not completely falling, but he was kind of like trying to pick the balance. And I thought that, well, that's probably his joints, his back legs, because he's Scottish Fold, and this breed, they have issues with joints, especially the back bones and stuff. And thankfully my cat isn't genetically like bad in this department, because some cats, like at few years old, they cannot even walk. This is a terrible thing. And thankfully he's okay. He's weak back legs, but they're not terrible. But yeah, they're little compared to the body. And I thought to myself, maybe he's experiencing some pain, and it's either because he's pretty old, either because he like, I don't know, tripped and fell and kind of damaged it. So I decided that I don't want to take him to the hospital because of that, because, well, for him it's going to be huge stress because he was always at home. He never visited any doctors, just once when he was a little kitten, and he fell and damaged his little paw, and that was the only time. So I searched the internet, and I started giving him special thing for joints, special syrup medicine thing. And that happened for almost 2 months. I was giving him the medicine, and he was like, all these 2 months, he was kind of walking. Sometimes he walks normal, sometimes he started kind of falling, sort of, but mostly it was kind of okay, nothing terrible. And I was thinking to myself, well, that's, yeah, sometimes it pains, sometimes it doesn't, so who knows. But 3 weeks ago, almost 2 months since the start of the whole symptoms, and they started like very instantly. Like one day, I noticed that he's falling. So that's like, it's kind of implies that he damaged it or something. And yeah, and 3 weeks ago he came here. I was sitting here playing Diablo 2 Resurrected with my friend, and that was the last time I played any game in 3 weeks. I was sitting here, he came here, jumped over there. He likes to jump there and kind of touch my face and stuff. He jumped there and he's like falling, cannot stand. He's falling and meowing at me, and I'm like, whoa, relax, man, because it's kind of like a steep thing, and so angled thing, so it's difficult for him to stand, as far as I understand, because of back legs pain or something. But no, he was like meowing, falling, and then he just falls down from that thing on the pillow here, in some awkward way, and I see that he's shaking. He's making the sound like a very, very scary sound. He is what's that called? I mean, he kind of clinged himself to the pillow, and I removed it, and then I see that he's like that. He's shaking. His eyes are going like that, like there's a train in front of him, And I was scared. I thought to myself that something like very bad happened, like some brain thing, like I know how it's called in English. One sec. Stroke, or some heart issue or something. So I decided that this is some terrible shit, and he may die, and he may or maybe back broke or something. I thought that's because he fell. And I tried to lay, so he lays down, tried to touch whenever the pain is. There's no pain. He's just lying there and moves like that, and his eyes are running. So yeah, I called my mother because she knows where's the medical veterinarian clinics and stuff. So I asked her to help me because I'm like in this stress situation. And 20 minutes after that, we are already going to the closest vet. The cat is still the same. He cannot walk. He tries to stand, but he falls down. Complete imbalance and constant eye nystagm. So that's terrible. It looked very scary, but he was alive, thankfully. And when we came to the vet, they're like, who knows? Here's the one thing, here's another, just some basic stuff. Check the sugar level, check this, check that, and put him in an oxygen box, basically. And in 40-50 minutes, it kind of got stopped. Even though they gave him some medicine that kind of sedates him, but it started acting after it ended. So we took the blood from him, made the blood tests, and we went home. And yeah, he kind of started recovering from that. He walked really, really difficult for him. It was difficult, and generally felt really bad. So he spent quite a few hours to get back to what kind of seems like normal. And yeah, 2 days, 48 hours passed since that moment. The blood test results came in and they were fine. Nothing bad. I mean, like, few things here and there. This is tiny. For his age, it's not even a concern. So a fucking healthy cat with some strange situation. And yeah, he was still walking, he was still kind of falling, so it wasn't done. And he started shaking his head often and then falling after that, so it was still going on. And in 48 hours after the first case, the next one started. Again, the same situation. He came here, jumped near me, and then started, again, like his eyes like that. But this time I thought to myself, that's probably, they couldn't help him in the vet, so I let him stay, and I was with him. And in almost 1 hour, it stopped again. So it stops when his eye nystagmus stops, And after that, he kind of can somewhat walk. He walked and went sleeping, and he slept for 5 hours. And after that, he was okay again, okay-ish. But when that happened, I called my mom and said, we have to go to make a MRI, brain MRI, because something happens there. If blood is okay, something is in there then. Maybe like there may be a lot of stuff in there. And the first veterinarian, she said that you have to visit cardiologist, neurologist, and make an MRI. And I decided that we have to go to MRI right now. And yeah, basically the next day in the morning, we went and made an MRI. And that was also quite a procedure for poor animal, because he wasn't in full sedation, and they inserted a tube in him, and he still cannot normally meow. Unfortunately, they either damaged something in there, I don't know. It's like a very, very, very low volume now. So, but we made it. We made the thing, and the results were, again, okay. There's some little thing here and there, no tumors, no brain damage, no signs of, like, some stuff. There's, like, basically a little, I know how that's called again, chat. Oh, a little sized, a little thing in his nose, but that's sort of normal. There's nothing there as well. Nothing there. But it still was happening, the whole thing, Something caused it. And yeah, 6 days after the MRI, nothing happened. He was kind of, he was walking like that, his head on the side. So something was bad with the man. He was walking very slowly and kind of wobbling. But few days later, he kind of got better. Then he kind of got worse again. So it was like this. And at that time, we were searching for different doctors. This one, online consultation. Because why would you send your animal when here's the results of the analysis and stuff? And stupid fucking doctors like, how does the case looks? Film it. Film how the eyes are moving. I'm like, I'm telling you exactly how it all happened. What happened to him, what happened to his eyes and stuff, and you fucking need me to film it for what reason? Think about what I tell you. You don't need to see it. You can already understand what's happening. And later we understood that it's something with his, again, what's the word? It's with the brain part. Fuck. Cerebellum, cerebellum. I mean, that part of your brain, the back part of your brain that controls your balance. Everything that happened, it was because of that thing, was kind of pressured or whatever. And everything around him started spinning. That's why his eyes were moving like that. They were just, everything was spinning in his face, and he was like that, and he couldn't know where's up, where's down. When he tries to walk, sometimes he just falls down like someone pushed him. And at one point he sneezed, and that fucking looked terrible. He just jumped over, his legs up. It looked scary. So yeah, something about brain pressure. Something pressures the poor little thing in here. And when it kind of goes away, it stops. And then he wobbles around, lays down for a few hours, and it kind of goes away. So something in the brain was definitely happening. Something was causing this pressure. And this 6 days since MRI, no new cases happened. But unfortunately, on the 6th day, it happened again. So it's not getting better, it's not getting anywhere. And after that, it was happening and again and again and again, like 30 hours, 40 hours, 12 hours. It started happening pretty often. And we visited another doctor. We asked other doctors. We asked all of the doctors in the world. They don't know. They took money and they don't know. So we visited another neurologist. She's like, that's okay. What do you want from me? So, I mean, this stupid, this ridiculous. The medicine is terrible. Because you visit a doctor that only fucking cures one finger. You're like, oh, you have this finger hurting? No, that's not my thing, They don't look overall. Why did your finger hurt? They just look and like, oh, well, you need to have anti-hurting medicine and stuff, and there's gonna be good. And this is terrible. No good doctors, and they all take money. I spent so much money on this thing already, and we're basically no progress yet. So long story short, a week ago, almost a week ago, we visited cardiologist and tested his blood pressure and heart, like ultrasound checking and cardiogrammic stuff. And his blood was okay, because if you have heart issues, it shows in your blood test. It didn't show anything, but the doctor, she's like, Ew. So he's having his blood pressure jumps from 130 to 280. And just for the reference, cats have basically the same blood pressure as we do. So 120 by 80 is the standard good. Just imagine yourself having 280, because people at 200, they're having like crazies. They're getting blinded, they have permanent damage in their brain or other places. And the poor animal had 280 jumps in 1 second, basically. And that was already on some medicine that kind of sort of helped. And the thing is, she checked the heart, and it wasn't like totally faulty heart. The heart, for his age and for his breed, for Scottish Folds, who are known for having heart issues, it wasn't that bad. It was functioning. And whatever happens to the heart and blood vessel system, it happens because of the signals that come from somewhere to there, and they mess up the work. So we kind of found what technically happens. He has like those spikes and his brain kind of, the brain pressure grows, and the spinal liquids are kind of not that fast, not circling there good. So the pressure outside, pressure inside, like the broken closed cycle basically. And yeah, at some point it grows that so much, and then boom, and he has the issue. But what causes the heart situation, we don't know. She sent us back to neurologist. Neurologist like, yep, no issues. I don't know. You can poke this. You can check that. I don't know. We tested his hormones. We tested like viruses, diseases, like parasites. Everything's basically almost everything is perfect. I'm already doubting the stupid blood tests. I feel like maybe they're wrong or something. How the hell can this be? Like absolutely healthy animal having such terrible cases of blood pressure, and definitely because of this old blood pressure, his heart already kind of started changing because that's a muscle, and when it works super hard, it grows, and when it grows, it kind of it's bad. So after the cardiologist, she gave us a medicine that kind of regulates the heart. So I have to give him 2 times a day, 2 different medicines every single day up until the end of the days, and that are lowering the heart rate, the power of the heart, and the blood pressure as well. And thankfully, at least thankfully, the week has passed and there was no those vestibular, disturbances cases. But the issue persists. It still exists. We just removed symptoms, but what causes them, we don't know yet. And I don't know how long will we be able to sustain this condition with the medicine, because first of all, even if it's stable, medicine at some point you gotta get, he's gonna get tolerance towards it, and it may be not effective, and there is a chance that the initial situation with heart may become worse, and there may be not just heart and other stuff. We just don't know. So in a week, I decided to give him some rest, because for him, like those 2.5 weeks, he went through so much shit, like many times more than he went in his whole life. He's scared now when I start, going outside and opening the wardrobe to wear my clothing, and she's like, no, fuck this shit. He walks away somewhere, ready to hide, because he went through so much stress. Even though he behaved so well, doctors were like surprised. She just put him on his back, and he was like that. He was lying like that, not moving, not nothing. He just, yes, do whatever, just don't hurt me. So well behaved, I'm surprised. So yes, that's kind of what it is. In a week, we will go and check the ultrasound, like other organs of his body, to search for, I don't know, maybe tumors or something like there. But there's no symptoms of this. No blood test shows it. Like he eats, he goes to toilets. Fucking seems like a very, very healthy animal, but he's not. So we're gonna test this. We're gonna check his his heart again, how the medicine works, and I just don't know how long and will it all continue, and how it will end. Will we be able to find the issue? What will be the issue? It may be a really bad issue. So for now, I just don't know. I just don't know how it goes. It's difficult already, but if it turns out, that there's something even more serious, it keeps developing, and that's gonna be terrible. I really never wanted for this to happen, for some serious illness, because unfortunately there's a big chance that it's not like just he's gonna die. There's a big chance that I'll have to put him to rest, because if he starts suffering, that's I don't want that. But I mean, yeah, that's like terrible thing. I never wanted that. I just hoped he's gonna live. But I mean, he's 12 years and 8 months, and that's quite a lot for his breed, but that's not too much for cats in general, because they live 15, 18, some will live even more than 20 years, even though that's pretty rare. But I was hoping at least, for 16, 17 years. But no, he's not even 13 yet, but there's such an issue, and I don't know when and how we will be able to fix it. So yeah, depending on the tests, results of the tests, and his overall condition, depending on that, I may or may not continue making videos, because as I've said, I just cannot make them when something bothers me. And I don't care about Attack on Titan, that you have to watch it because people gonna demand it. I don't really care about that stuff. That's what matters. So yeah, I mean, I wanted to actually speak in more detail, but it kind of went, as always, all over the place. But you get the idea. It's not good. It's not good. It's kind of not too bad, but it's not good as well. I'm not playing, I'm not watching anything. Now I kind of, like, few days I started at least kind of visiting YouTube, watching a video or two or something. But before that, I just had television and like some sports channel like football or boxing or whatnot. And I was just looking straight through it. I was not even thinking about it, because I was constantly thinking what can be with him. I saw his MRI in all the details already. I was searching myself, so that was crazy. My brain was like messed up with the stuff. And yeah, if something happens again, it's gonna continue. So yeah, guys, excuse me for not making videos, but you know what's up. The situation is not good. He is exceptionally important to me. Definitely more than most of the humans I know. He's much more close to me than others, and that's all important. That's all difficult. So yeah, let's hope it's not gonna end bad and end soon. I hope at least he's gonna have like a year or two or 3 or 5. I'm gonna be super glad. I dropped something, but we'll see. Anyways, can't run from destiny, I suppose, but yeah, doesn't make it any easier. So yeah, sorry for the long ass video about nothing, but yeah, at least you got the update. So because not much people see the community tab update, as far as I understand. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna be back as soon as I can, but yeah, no promises, guys. It depends on how it goes. Thanks for watching, whatever that was. Have a good day, and see you next time. Bye bye.